Your role and my role to be like this sound, healthy bird, taking care of ourselves and others. It's about changing our perceptions. Think about in life. If you have a car, a machine, if you want to succeed in driving the machine or the car, you need two things. A will to do it. A car is not going to drive by itself. It needs someone who has the will to do it and the know-how. Because if you have the will but no know-how, it's a disaster. Imagine taking a car without being trained to do it. You go and cause accidents and cause people to die. Or if you want to, you know how to drive but you have no will, so you're half asleep. Again, you can make an accident. We need these two things in life. And that should be how we think about our life on a personal level, professional level, and an ummah level. Think about it. Wallahi, there shouldn't be a goal that you have in mind that could not be achieved. As long as you have the will for it and the know-how. You want to be a doctor? You have the will. What does it take? Degrees, study, practice. You want to be a lawyer? Same thing. You have a successful business person? The same thing. This is exactly how Allah reminds us when He says, إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُغَيِّرُ مَا بِقَوْمٍ حَتَّى يُغَيِّرُوا مَا بِأَنفُسِهِمْ. Allah would not change the state of affairs of any people until they begin themselves changing within themselves. If you don't like the situation, the state of affairs of our ummah today, it is in your hand to change it. Don't wait for others. We don't need blind birds with broken wings. You and I can change that. Get together, your masjid, your organization, yourself, and put goals and say, these are the goals that I would like to do in our ummah, in our area. You might not be able to solve all problems in the world, but you can certainly make a difference in your own area and in your own life and with your own family. This is, as the scholars say, he says, will is actually the ability to understand right from wrong, halal from haram. That's how the will comes. And the brain to use it to reason to find that. So will is easy. Anyone who knows right from wrong, halal from haram, good from bad, should be able to do that. Because then you can use your mind, and every time you see a challenge, you turn it around into an opportunity. You see a difficulty, it becomes a challenge for you. You say, I want to do it, it's an opportunity for me. This is how it's in your mind. The definition of ability is very simple. Ability is two parts. Material resources and intellectual resources. Material meaning, if you own a company today and you really want to compete and you buy the top of the line computers, let's say you have an architecture company and you buy the best CAD system, design system in the world, and you have it sitting there. If you don't have people trained on how to use it, is it useful to you? No, totally useless. You need to have the intellectual ability, the ability to use those material resources. And vice versa. You can have someone trained to be the best engineer in the world, the best designer, and he goes and gets hired at a company, but they don't have the computers to do it. They said, no, do it manually. It's a waste of their resources. So abilities depend on these two, and we can make that difference in our life on every level. But work itself, work is something, what's work? When we say we need to achieve work or action, measurable action, we're talking, it's about something that you do with a will, not something that happens randomly. If it starts raining, this is no action. Rain, that's rain from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Action is something that you can plan on. You can have a way to measure it. You can have, it begins that way, it ends that way. And this is how we have to start thinking in this way, my dear brothers and sisters. Think about in our daily life, in Hajj, for example. You want to perform Hajj. So there are 4 types of people when it comes to Hajj. First type, you have someone who has the abilities. MashaAllah, Allah has given them money, they've given good health, but they have no will to go for Hajj. Would that person go? No. How many of us know so many people who, MashaAllah, are blessed with the money, blessed with good health, and you ask them, are you going for Hajj? Have you ever been to Hajj? They say, no. Are you going? Say, Allah, inshallah, maybe when I get older. No, I don't have any interest to go. That person is not going to go for Hajj. The other type of person is someone who has the passion, the love to go to make Hajj and perform Hajj. And at night, Allah help me make Hajj. And they have tears, and then Ramadan. But subhanAllah, they don't have the ability. Either their health does not permit them or their finances are not helping them. Would that person be able to make Hajj? Of course not. If you have the will but you're not the ability, again the same problem. The other type is someone who has no will and no ability. And a person like that, there is no way on earth they will ever make Hajj. Because even if someone invites them, they say they don't have a will, they don't have the ability. Someone says, I'll take you, I don't have the will. And vice versa. If suddenly someone convinced them to go in, but they don't have the ability. So there is really nothing on earth that will make them change, except Allah's will. The fourth type of persons are the ones who have the will and have the ability. And if they truly have the intention to go for Hajj, and they have the ability, they apply for the visa, they saved the money, they're in good health, they took all the needed necessary precaution, there is nothing on earth except the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that would prevent them from making Hajj. Think about this in everything you do in your life. Everything. In activism, in your job, in seeking a job, seeking education, achieving results in your life. My dear brothers and sisters, this is how we should do it. And unfortunately, sometimes we are taught that you try your best. I remember as a kid, our teachers used to say, do your best and leave it to Allah. And if you fail, alhamdulillah, at least you tried. Allah didn't will it for it to happen. It is true. Everything depends on Allah's will. But this is not a good way of looking at things. There must be a process for us to call quality control. There must be a re-evaluation. If we plan to have a community center, we plan to have a project, we did everything and we failed. We should not just say and be satisfied and content and say, well, Allah didn't want for it to happen. Let's go back and see, where did we fail? Was our will sincere? Were we really putting all the effort? Did we have all the tools for it? And if the answer to both is yes, then of course Allah didn't make it happen. Maybe it rained that day. Maybe something happened. But if we didn't take the precaution, it should be a lesson for us to re-evaluate, make correction, and try again. Not give up. So many people, you ask them, Akhi, you're going in this project and you're doing this and you stop twice. Say, Wallah, we tried 1 time, 2 times, nobody cared. And you give up? You give up so soon? Or, Allah didn't want it to happen. Well, Allah didn't tell you He didn't want. Maybe Allah was testing you. Maybe Allah was penalizing you because you missed something you should have done. Maybe and maybe. From your end, do your best. Re-evaluate, re-correct the path, and do again. This is how it is, my dear brothers and sisters, for us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not going to punish us or question us if we don't have the tools to do something. لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. Allah will not overburden us with things more than what we can bear. But Allah will hold us accountable if He gave us the tools, but we chose, we lacked the will to make a difference. Who is delivering the message of Islam today? Who among us is going to their neighbors? And I'm not talking about old-fashioned ways, dump books on them and so on. Through our actions, invitations, talks. Who is supporting our community, our mosques, our Islamic centers, our schools, those who defend the image of Islam outside, responding to the challenges of Islamophobia? Who among us are doing these things? Who is defending justice? About the hadith, the Prophet ﷺ tells us, مَنْ رَأَى مِنْكُمْ مُنْكَرًا فَلْيُغَيِّرْهُ. Whoever amongst you sees something wrong, falsehood, unjust, then go and change it. Change it with your hand. If you can't, speak against it. If you can't, at least hate it in your heart. My brothers and sisters, we seem to have accepted, we are content with playing secondary role in life today. For some reason. And it's about time for us to renew our understanding of Islam to the correct way, to how Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala wa sallam and his Sahaba, may Allah be pleased with them, understood it. It was an understanding where there is no rest. This is not the life where you rest. Rest is in the hereafter. Now it's about action. It's about sweating. It's about thinking. It's about meeting. It's about activism. Ask yourself, where am I in this formula? When I see the affairs of this ummah in America itself, they say about 5% of the Muslims in America are the ones who carry the affairs of the ummah. Some people say 7%. I'm not talking about people who pray at the masjid. Praying at the masjid, you're only taking care of your own requirement. You're not carrying Islam with your prayer. This is something you have to do. And I hope all of us do that. This is not something we have to debate. I'm talking about the affairs of the ummah. The publishing of the books, teaching, educating imams, producing knowledge, responding to Islamophobia, responding to this and this. This is where we have to take responsibility. In conclusion, I want to remind my dear brothers and sisters about our responsibility. One such organization that has helped, alhamdulillah, on your behalf, on behalf of Islam, for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with the tools and the will, to advocate on behalf of the Muslim community is CARE, the Council on American Islamic Relations. And you hear from me once in a while where we seek, inshallah, your action on this response to this and this responding to this Islamophobe and this and that. But once a year we ask you to be part of that movement, part of that action, part of caring about the affairs of the Ummah, inshallah. Not just in our heart, because I have no doubt all of us in our heart care about it, but in action. What I would like to invite you to do is be part of the annual event which will be held on November 7th, about a week from now, 8 days from now. It's an annual event that happens. The goal for it is, inshallah ta'ala, to give CARE enough resources to, inshallah, continue to advocate on behalf of our Ummah. You have no idea how many cases we deal with. Just in the last 3 days, we had 3 cases involving Muslim kids in high schools and junior high. In one case, kids told the Muslim kid, if you ever come back to school, we are going to kill you because we don't want terrorists in the school. In another school, kids stole the cell phone of a kid, made phone calls using his cell phone and said, we are the terrorists so and so. We have bombs in your schools, using his cell phone. And of course, the poor Muslim kid was investigated. These cases add to it at the workplace. So many cases. Wallah, in the last 10 years of CARE, over 10,000 cases of discrimination we had to deal with, where Muslims at their workplace are denied jobs, brothers and sisters at the airport, people are denied services, and so on and so forth. This is your chance to be part of that. Alhamdulillah, we're very happy to see others helping in every aspect. But this is once a year where you can, inshallah, be part of that. I encourage, inshallah, after the prayers to go outside. There will be a table, there will be information. Make the intention to be there, because I tell you, our big challenge at CARE is not the lack of cases to handle. It's not the lack of solutions. It's the limited resources in dealing with all the challenges. If there's anything that breaks my heart on any day, is to tell someone I can't help you. Because we don't have, the person is working on other 10 cases. So please, my dear brothers and sisters, take it upon yourself to know that, the affairs, the well-being of our ummah today, our ability to respond to those who defame Islam, those who try to marginalize Muslims, those who try to demonize the Quran and our beloved Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. It's my responsibility to challenge all of those. And the way to do it is through my masjid, by being active here, but also there's one national organization that is helping with that, and that is your organization. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us among those who take the affairs of our ummah, not just CARE and this. Your responsibility, your family, your community depends on 2 things after Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Your true intention, your true strong will, and developing the tools to do it. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive me for anything I said that is wrong. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه فيا فوز المستغفرين. استغفر الله. بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله أما بعد. عباد الله، إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا وحبيبنا محمد كما صليت وسلمت وباركت على سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم اقسم لنا من خشيتك ما تحول به بيننا وبين معصيتك، ومن طاعتك ما تبلغنا به جنتك، ومن اليقين ما تهون به علينا مصائب الدنيا. اللهم متعنا بأسماعنا وأبصارنا وقواتنا أبدا ما أحييتنا، واجعله الوارث منا، واجعل ثأرنا على من ظلمنا. اللهم لا تسلط علينا بذنوبنا من لا يخافك فينا ولا يرحمنا. اللهم انصر من نصر دين محمد صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم واجعلنا منهم، واخذل من خذل دين محمد صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم ولا تجعلنا منهم. اللهم ارفع البلاء عن إخواننا المستضعفين في كل مكان. اللهم ارفع عن إخواننا في العراق وفي فلسطين وفي غزة خاصة، وفي بيت المقدس يا أرحم الراحمين، وفي كشمير، وفي أفغانستان، وفي باكستان. اللهم جنب إخواننا في باكستان الحرب والدمار. اللهم جنب إخواننا في أفغانستان الحرب والدمار، وإخواننا في العراق والصومال وفي كل مكان يا أرحم الراحمين. Oh Allah, we seek your help and your protection of all of our brothers and sisters who are subjected to war, poverty, deprivation everywhere, in Kashmir, in Somalia, in Iraq, in Palestine, in Afghanistan, in Pakistan, everywhere else. Oh Allah, we ask you to protect our brothers and sisters, especially in Pakistan, who are enduring major challenges. Oh Allah, protect them and protect all other innocent people everywhere. عباد الله إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اذكروا الله يذكركم واشكروه على نعمه يزدكم وأقم الصلاة.